Part B of 7.2 number 48 says a school psychologist wants to determine the reading rates for middle students, both fast and slow. Determine the reading rates of the middle 75% of all 6th grade students. What are those cutoff points? We'll start with a sketch of the curve to represent what they're asking here. The mean is 125 words per minute. They want to know what are the cutoffs for the middle 75%. And let's just call them x1 and x2. We don't know what those reading speeds are, but what we do know is that they make up the middle 75%. The area in between is 0.75. So again, x1 is going to represent the reading speeds at the lower cutoff of that middle 75%. x2 is going to represent the upper cutoff of the middle 75%. I'm going to redraw the curve one more time because there is something else to say about it. So again, the middle portion of that curve is 0.75. And so that means that the tails, these leftover tails, make up the remaining 0.25. The total area of the curve is 1, so here and here that would account for the remaining 0.25. And that means that each tail is 0.25 divided by 2. So this tail is 0.25 divided by 2, which is 0.125. And the other tail is also 0.125. I'm going to redraw it one more time just to clean it up. So that means that the area to the left of x1 is 0.125. And the area to the left of x2, the total area, would be if you do 0.75 plus another 0.125. If you add those two together, that gives you the total area that's to the left of x2. That'll be useful for doing the calculations. Now, knowing that, we can use a calculator or use a table. If you use the calculator, then you would use inverse norm on the Casio or TI. For the lower cutoff, x1, the area to the left is 0.125, just as was noted up here. So you put in the area to the left, 0.125. Same on the TI, you'd put in 0.125. The result comes out to 97.39 words per minute. Now we'll find the upper cutoff for these reading speeds. The only difference is that now we'll put in an area of 0.875. Just as was noted earlier, the area to the left of x2 is 0.875. Putting in 0.875 and all the other values, it comes out to 152.61 words per minute. So using the calculator, we find that the cutoff for the middle 75% of reading speeds are 97.39 words per minute and 152.61 words per minute. We can also work this out using a table. Using a table, it is also really helpful to draw out a curve. And like before, we want to note that the area to the left of x1 is 0.125. The area to the left of x2, so this whole area, is 0.875. We'll go to table 5 and look for the areas that are the closest to 0.125 and 0.875. Let's start with 0.125. So we'll go down here, looking for an area that's really close to 0.125, and it looks like this is the closest one, 0.1251. The z-score for that is negative 1.15. That'll be one z-score we'll use eventually. Now we want to find an area that's close to being 0.875. Let's look for something that's close to being 0.875. This one looks like the closest one, 0.8749. The z-score is 1.15. So these are the z-scores that we'll use. And the next step is we'll plug those into the formula for the z-score. To find the lower cutoff reading speed, use the z-score formula. The z-score was negative 1.15. Solve for x. It comes out to 97.4 words per minute. To find the upper cutoff of the reading speeds, use this z-score, 1.15, plug that into the z-score formula, work it out, solve for x2, and it comes out to 152.6 words per minute. So Same conclusion that we got using the calculator. The cutoff for the reading speeds of the middle 75% are 97.4 words per minute and 152.6 words per minute. In the last video, we'll go over Part C.